What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here at Audi of Lakeland in Florida with the first 2024 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Competizione in Moonlight Grey Matte. Now, you guys know I took this car to the Festival of Speed along with some MC20s, a Giulia Quadrifoglio, Gran Turismo, all that cool stuff. And we didn't get a chance to do a full walk around this, even though it was our first time seeing it on the channel. We've had a Competizione on the channel before, but we have not had it in this colorway. And this colorway you can only get on the Competizione, so this is a rare color for the 2024 model year. It's barely a chance you'll get to see something like this, and it shows out like crazy. So let's take a look at this comp version of the Stelvio, the highest trim level you can get in 2024, and let's take a look at the new paint, how much everything costs, and what this all involves for the 2024 Stelvio comp. So I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, without even starting the video, this is the best spec you can get on the Alfa Romeo Stelvio for 2024. If you're looking to go all out, this is it. This looks so good. The symmetry with the black, the gray matte. I mean, wow, the red popping throughout and the interior. This is it, guys. All right, so first walk around. We've done plenty of these cars before, but the Competizione we've only had on the channel once. Competizione, competition in English translation. That's gonna show you right there on the front fender, done in black with the red stripe through in the C. That's how you're gonna know you have this spec. Now, what is new for the Competizione? What does it give you? Well, it's a few things that you had before, and there's some that you haven't. One that you haven't had before is this Moonlight Grey Matte paint. Now, this paint is phenomenal, and it's exactly what you would think because we have a Moonlight Grey Metallic for the same model for the Alfa Romeo lineup, but this one is in matte instead of metallic, so it still gives the same color change, but it just gives a flat look to it and a flat feel when it comes to the actual paint color itself. And you can only get this color, again, on the Competizione specs. This is the first time we've seen it this year. This is the first time it's been in the Alfa Romeo lineup, and this is the only cars it will be on. It has to have that Competizione look. Now, with that said, we also have the refresh for 2024, as you guys know, the headlamps, the tri-LED headlamps with the black housing and the amber turn signal or reflector on the side there. We'll see this illuminated in just a moment as well. We know that as well for the 2024 model year with a refresh. Dark Midone on the Scudetto grille up front, and then also new for 2024 is the styling in the front bumper. So the front fascia gets a whole new look with these black surrounds, the honeycomb grille, and it's actually functional through some of the parts on the honeycomb grille, as you guys can see, and then you put it all together, and it gives it such a sportier look than the previous model years with the new design language. Now, when we talk about the side profile, we can't go without talking about the wheels. 21-inch 5-hole Dark Midone wheels with the monochrome center cap, red calipers, white script, and Brembo brakes. Now, with this, you get Continental tires, and they are cross contacts, and you also get the suspension set at exactly where it's at. No adjustable suspension, but active suspension. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, you also have the gloss black, volcano black actually, on the wheel wells. Volcano black is another color you can get a full Alfa Romeo painted in, but you have it on the wheel wells, the side skirt, and the rear bumper, which we'll get to in just a moment. But you guys can see the metallic flake in that volcano black metallic going throughout the wheel wells. Again, coming along to the side skirt, as you guys can see it there. And it looks really good against the matte paint. And then you have the volcano black mirror caps to match. Again, talking about that symmetry. Volcano black, volcano black, volcano black. But then you have gloss black on the window moldings, gloss black on the roof rails, and then glass for the roof rails, which makes the roof look black with a shark fin gloss black antenna. And again, put it all together, and how good does this all look? Now, when it comes to the rear, just as aggressive as up front, as you guys can see, it all carries over with the symmetry and the matte paint. Now, new for 2024, well, we're back to clear tail lamps. We used to have them on quad models and carbon editions and all that, but we're back to quad quad clear tail lamps for the 2024 model year. And as you guys can see, the LED is shining through. Now, with that said, the Q4 badge lets you know we have all-wheel drive, and we also have the Alfa Romeo insignia there as well. Now, aside from that, the rear diffuser, that's where it gets really fancy with the aggressiveness and the shark fin, the honeycomb, the gloss black or volcano black to go along with the theme. And then you also have the dark midone on the exhaust tips, or I would say more gloss black, not even a dark midone look. So again, all of this, you know, translating to the sportier package, when you take a step back, it really just shines through. I mean, even with the side blades right here going along the spoiler in black and gloss black, it just helps tie everything in together. And again, this is the best look you're gonna get when it comes to the 2024 model year, and for good reason. Now, under the hood, nothing has necessarily changed. We do have a 2-liter, 280 horsepower inline 4, 306 pound-feet of torque for the Competizione, and there's a 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds with a top speed of 144 miles per hour. This has been the engine that you guys have been used to in the Stelvio models, so the Competizione has not necessarily changed on that aspect with the 8-speed ZF transmission, the 50-50 weight distribution, all-wheel drive, everything like that. There's a couple things that have changed, and I'll show you when we get to the interior view of what exactly has been different for the Competizione spec to give it a little bit more, I want to say, driving dynamics when it comes to it. But with that said, let's take a listen to what this inline 4-cylinder has to say when it comes to the exhaust note. When it comes to the fuel economy, 24, 22, 28, 24 city and highway, 22 city, 28 highway, and premium high octane, because we gotta put the right fuel in here, right? We gotta give her the high performance stuff so she can do high performance things. Cargo space is doing its thing per usual, about 56 cubic feet when you fold all 3 seats down in a 20-40-20 split. As you guys can see, we have the privacy shade here as well. All right, we need to fold our seats down. We have our triggers here. If we want to do just the middle, we have a pull there, pull tab there, and then obviously extra stowage right here on the side. You can also see underneath our false floor, we have 50-50 weight distribution, which gives us our battery back here. Extra stowage, cubbies. You also have the tire inflate kit back here as well. And you put that down. Again, tons of space. Close and lock here. And that's basically it when it comes to the cargo of the Stelvio Competizione. Now let's take a look in the interior, because when it comes to the Stelvio, the Veloce is basically the top trim spec, because this Competizione is a more special limited series. And the reason being, well, because we have a little bit more when it comes to this already beautiful interior. And the big thing you're gonna see here is Rosso stitching all throughout. On the flat bottom steering wheel, on the upper dash, you can see all the Rosso stitching. You can see it on the seats. And you will also see embroidered headrest and a Competizione badge as well. Look at how good that looks. And that really sets it apart when it comes to a lot of the flavor here. But again, based on the Veloce, yeah, you're gonna have a few things like that, but you get everything with this. You get the Harman Kardon sound system. You get the upper leather on the doors with the Grigio stitching. You get the upper leather on the dash. And again, I mentioned the Rosso stitching. You have the Rosso stitching on the gear selector as well. I mean, everything is included when it comes to the Competizione package. And we will see it in the sticker breakdown, so you can see that it is maxed out when it comes to everything inside of here. Harman Kardon sound system, of course. Start-stop button on the steering wheel. Put our foot on the brake. And you guys will see the digital dash light up. This is new for the 2024 model year. You will also see aluminum pedals down there. And I kind of forgot to tell you, we got a side sill that says Alfa Romeo right there as well in aluminum. Lighting controls, start-stop, parking sensors, everything over there. Turbine vents when it comes to the HVAC. Perforated leather on the steering wheel. Again, flat bottom with the start-stop button. Driver assistance controls here. Radio controls and menu controls here. What do I mean by menu? Well, you know, we can change a couple of things up here, right? So if I press that button, you're gonna see, well, we can get our information to scroll through in the center there. That's nice, right? So we can see different things. We can also change a few things when it comes to the actual digital speedo. Now, how do we do that? Well, there is a menu view right there on that windshield stock, the windshield wiper stock. Yeah, it's a weird place, right? But we can change it to 3 different modes when it comes to our speedo here. So again, press that button there. The one on this side is for your lane keep assist for driver assistance. Now we do have our infotainment here, all right, Alfa in-house. They've had since 2020, so this is a system you guys are pretty used to when it comes to the infotainment and technology. Dual zone HVAC here with our heated seats and heated steering wheel, 12-volt plug-in and USB 2.0. We have a couple of cup holders that we can actually cover up there. Awesome, right? We also have our gear selector with 2-track system. So if I want to do it in manual mode, I can do manual mode there, but I can also use these giant column-mounted aluminum paddle shifters as well to do my gear shifting. If I go into reverse, you will see the backup camera there and the parking sensors show up. Press P for park and we're staying there. We also have our electric parking brake, key fob holder, radio controls. We also have our menu controls and hot controls for the I was gonna say TFT screen. TFT screen used to be there, the infotainment screen. We also have our drive mode selector, and the big thing about what is new for the driving dynamics of the Stelvio Competizione, well, you see that light up? Yep, that is it. So we have active suspension there. I can actually soften the dampers by pressing that in. So with that said, active suspension and limited slip differential are for the sportier Competizione spec. But dynamic, your most aggressive driving mode, natural, everyday driving, advanced efficiency for fuel economy. We also have wireless charger hidden underneath there. And we have a couple more charging ports in here. USB 2.0, aux, and USB-C with our key fob transmitter there. And again, with the panel roof, we're letting in a lot of natural lighting here. It's a great place to be. Again, you guys know this very well. But showing this off, the Competizione spec is really where it's at. Hopping inside of the rear, she is just as lovely as in the front. Okay, so when we talk about the comp spec, when we talk about roll-so stitching, we have that here. We talk about sport seats, perforated leather, we have that here. Heated seats. That's cool. Heated seats in the back as well. That's all here. We also have the Nero stitching with Nero leather. We have the aluminum trim. We have the speakers. I mean, we have it all here in the rear for the 2024 Stelvio Comp. Turbine vents per usual for our HVAC. Again, the heated seats. USB 2.0 plugins when it comes to charging. And then when it comes to leisurely armrest place here. All right, good enough space with the cup holders as well. Panel roof letting in a lot of natural light for you. And you have little nets here for extra stowage. But again, it's a beautiful place to be because of the view you have on that Giorgio platform. I mean, obviously this is going to be a good ride for anybody who is a passenger in something like this. Now, I told you we would see everything shining and bright. And here it is, the switchback LEDs for the running lights with the LED headlamps there, looking really cool, especially when that color changes in the light. That just looks really good. We'll get close so you guys can see how it all shines through. And then the rear cap does have an amber turn signal there. We can get that to kind of show up there. And then in the rear, clear tail lamps with the LED and the fog lamp illuminated as well in the corner there, as you guys can see. All together, it looks really good against the matte paint. It really brings it all out and brings it all together. Now, what do we have on the sticker for the 2024 Stelvio Competizione all-wheel drive? Well, we're looking at a total price after the $50,325 base price of $60,470. So we put just over $10,000 of options on this, but not necessarily. I'll tell you in just a moment why. After I tell you about the basic 4-year 50,000 mile coverage for the warranty and the powertrain as well with roadside assistance. Now, options. Let's talk about it, because the Moonlight Grey Matte exterior paint that you can only get on this Competizione model is $1750. $1,750 for this paint, which is not the most expensive paint for 2024, you know, like the Verde Montreal or Rosso Etna at $2,200. So this is a deal for me, or a steal, because I like this paint. I think I like it better, but that's my prerogative there, all right? You also have the customer preferred package, which is the Competizione spec. Basically, Competizione means this: $6,100 in options to get what we have here today, like the leather sport seats with the red stitching, the Volcano gloss black body kit, red accents, active suspension, power adjustable seat bolsters, limited slip differential, 8-way power adjustable front passenger seat, sports rear diffuser, Midon V Scudetto, 14 speaker Harman Kardon system, our all-season tires, 21-inch wheels, our aluminum steering wheel, column-mounted paddle shifters, leather dash and upper doors, and the gloss red calipers with white script. That is your Competizione package right there, $6,100. We only have one other option here, and that is the $700 Active Assist Plus package, which is your driver assistance all there, which I won't necessarily name off, but you can see it all there. And then that's basically it, guys. I mean, that is your package with the $1,595 destination, which gives it that $60,470 price tag. And then after all of that, well, our regular options for this model, which is basically a veloce when it comes to all of this, then you add to this and it makes it a Competizione. Well, you're looking at everything here that you would get standard on this model as a veloce. So make sure you guys zoom in on that. Check everything you need to make sure that if you don't want to necessarily get a Competizione, or you can't get your hands on one because they may be limited, well, you can get a veloce for around this price here with these options. So what did you guys think about the Stelvio Comp in Moonlight Grey Matte? And do you guys love the package as far as the limited slip diff, the active suspension, the Rosso stitching with the embroidery on the headrest, all the stuff that the Competizione gives you for this highest spec trim level at $60,000? If you guys did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up, but check the link in the description for details on this at Alfa Romeo of Lakeland. Now you guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch, and if you guys want to help further support the channel, check out all those links and subscribe, but click the notification bell, and we will see you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.